So, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, your girl Natasha Nisha. So, on today's installment of the channel, I'll be speaking about poverty and how does poverty thrive in a life of a person. And I'm doing this one because there's tons of commentary on this topic on poverty, and it's done many times by those who have already overcome and who are on the other side, who are already successful now. And as a result of that, you know, their their narrative is not always accurate, and it doesn't even resonate with those who are still stuck, who are still fighting and trying to overcome poverty. So I'm currently doing the work, in my life, and I'm at the brink of breakthrough, and so I'm doing it from this place. So I hope to be a blessing. So yeah, let's get it. So I was doing a Bible reading, and I came on this topic in Proverbs 10 and 4 there, where it says, "A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich." So this is some of what I'll be unpacking, in this video. So please stay till the end. So, like speaking about the slack-handed. So what does that tell me? It says the slack hand causes poverty. So the hand is slack and not firm. Slack and not focused. Focused in a life direction. Focused in relation to any plan or goal. Have you set any plans or goals for your life, kind of a thing? So the slack-handed part also speaks to me. It's like one that is going after the life that society has conditioned them to. Like how society conditions us to be job slaves. And so now you accept that that is all, you can be and no more. And slack-handed now as a result of working hard on the wrong things, on other people's dreams, on other people's businesses, instead of using that same effort toward your own dreams, goals, purposes, So there's that. And then this thing about being diligent, it says the diligent, being diligent makes rich. So the diligence is basically just putting in that work, consistently putting in that work versus sleeping through harvest, not working and sleeping through harvest. So there's this thing also about the sleeping through harvest, that I'm trying to figure out and understand, and I see that there's two ways you can look at it. It's either the way that the work has been done, the seed has been sown, watered, and then when harvest season comes, you leave it due to harvest because you're sleeping. So you're not harvesting now. Harvest season comes, you're not harvesting because you're sleeping. So this to me speaks to leaving stuff on the table. And the scripture says that this is actually more shameful. And I see it as wasteful also, because many times, don't you find that we go after these goals, these dreams, we put in the work, we put in investment of whether it be our time or money or effort towards something, and then we give up. We give up and we don't see it through, unto the end. We don't see it through the full journey. And we don't see it through until we succeed. So this equals failure and poverty. So, this also can look like we're not handling and managing well, our resources, our time. It's like speaks to things like mismanagement on the one hand. Like, why would somebody sleep in harvest, So then it says there is some harvest, or it could be, but so these are the two avenues. Most people would rather see it this way, and that is also the way the scripture says that. In Proverbs 20 and 4 there, it goes on to say that this person didn't even sow in autumn, and then come harvest season, they seek, but there is naught, there is nothing to be plowed because they didn't sow. So as I said, you can look at it two ways. And I find that the first way is actually more common. Many times we start out something after something, and then like there is this work that has been done, there is this bit of investment on our part, but due to sleep or whatever during harvest season, like we don't see it through to the end. We're leaving stuff on the table, basically giving up, leaving stuff on the table, and this is more shameful and wasteful. So that's the point I want to make there. And then also, still unpacking this, like some of what it means to me, the sleep. So basically, the sleep is saying that we're doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. Now, why would somebody do that? It could be, or it speaks to being unaware. Like we didn't know that maybe it's harvest season now and we caught sleeping. Could be that. But then also, it could look like being preoccupied and distracted with other things, with things that don't matter, and this can look like preoccupied with maybe people pleasing, and putting others before yourself or your dreams, your wants, for your life. And it can also look like, preoccupied because you keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with the fake pretenses, and all of this, either the people pleasing or keeping up is super inauthentic. And we know that being authentic is not easy because it's going to mean you saying no to people, no to others, and even sometimes no to yourself if this thing is not aligning with where you want to go, And so this can look like choosing the hard things over the easy things, like, so um, are you looking for instant gratification and a reward right now, that false dopamine hit now when you haven't really achieved or done anything, is some of the ways this can look. So that was the second one. And then going on to still unpack the reason as to why, like one can sleep during harvest. So a slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. Yes, Proverbs 10:10:5 says, he who gathers in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps in harvest is a son who brings shame. So why else would somebody sleep during harvest? I was questioning myself. Could it be that a person is maybe tired? That could be a reason. And then the tired or even battle weary, you're exhausted from fighting all the wrong battles. So these are some of the reasons. And so I find that it's important that we have to let some of these battles earn our concern and earn our attention. There is that saying that the court doesn't deal in trivial matters. Like these small little petty things maybe we need to overlook and like choose our battles wisely, kind of a thing. And so this battle weary, how can we like combat that? I find this maybe to like get clarity. Get clarity. Whew, it's super hot here. Okay, fine. Get clarity, and the clarity will come from goal setting, and also from defining your priorities. These are important things and habits also to develop in your life if we're going to be fighting poverty. And like also there's this thing about being flexible also. Don't be afraid. Now, this is with goal setting. Don't be afraid to change, to pivot. If maybe in a season this thing was working, but now you find in a new season and this thing is not working, cut it out, drop it, pivot, change if it's not working for you. And many times we get stuck because of the sunken cost fallacy. And that is whereby we've invested a certain amount of time, energy in a relationship or in a situation, and now we don't want to cut ties, even though it's at a loss, even though we're losing. It's not benefiting us, it's not conducive to where we want to go, where we want to be, or to a better life. So, still on this battle weary and like tired because we're fighting the wrong battles. So I just want to speak to that aspect of the tiredness and some things to question yourself also and look at is like, how is your health, how is your food, your diet habits, or you eating foods that are like that are that are real and that will empower your body, like with energy. And also another direction to look at is this flies with door is here and it's super hot, but we're gonna soldier on. So either ways, how's your mental health? Like with the tired, what else can make you tired? It could be the food that's not giving you energy, and then also you have like a poor diet, or also the mental health, like are you depressed, or the bad habits in your life that are draining your energy, like alcoholism or drug abuse, or some things to look at. These are some things to look at because these are actually symptoms of a deeper issue. Like, is it like it could be the self-worth issues, self-love, or the healing? Maybe those are some challenges that are now having you tired, battle weary, fighting too much, fighting the wrong battles. And so there you can seek counseling or faith. And then also, before I get off this topic, like something to figure out, like, are there any, like in this whole self-worth and the healing space as we come to the mental health, are there any limiting beliefs, that maybe you need to work on change and the healing? So that was the fourth one. That was the fourth one. It's like the battle very tired. And these could be some of the reasons as to why you're finding you tired. And in the fifth one I have here is like lazy. Lazy could be a reason that one will sleep in harvest. So what is lazy? It's maybe wanting an easier option. It can look like putting off work for today, postponing, procrastinating it for another day. Laziness can also look like idle hands, choosing idle hands, choosing rest and play for today over doing that work and even preparing for, future. And these are all some of the ways that we find how poverty thrives in a life. So, still on the topic of the laziness can also look like no motivation or low motivation in regard to getting after goals. Laziness is like all talk but no toil. Toil is like work or walk. It's all like talk but no walk kind of a thing. Laziness can also look like that, and it can also look like drifting, no focus, no goals set, no enthusiasm, no life agency, just having like a I don't care attitude. Laziness can also look like complacency. Laziness can look like complacency and self-sabotage as well. So some questions to ask here is like also, like how's your support system? Is there any support system that you have? Like and how's your friend group as well? Is it a negative friend group, toxic, that maybe you need to cut out? Or is there no support and no friend group at this season? That could be seasonal. But then also this can speak to like character issues, you know. Start to look at your character and you know, working on building character and changing that if you dealing with laziness. So there's also this thing about hard-working, lazy people. But that I'm gonna leave that for a topic for a whole nother day. But I think they do exist. Yeah, you can be hardworking and lazy. So yeah, there's like, you know, just so much that you know, we can question if we wanna break free from the poverty in our lives, you know. And like, I find that it's important to, you know, like, go in the understand and become self-aware of these things that you are doing that are giving you that result. And that is the only way you can change it and find breakthrough. So I hope that this one blessed you in some way and you found some value. And this has been me, your girl, Tanisha, as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.